What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris, and the community has found a very mysterious code in the menus of Generation 0. It's titled Transmission Received X12083. And you might be wondering what this binary code means. So today, let's decipher this code and get to theorizing on what could be the next big thing for GZ. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It goes a huge way in helping these videos to reach the greater Generation 0 community. So let's head on over to a handy binary translator that I've used for a couple binary codes so far here in GZ. And let's just punch in that binary code itself and get rid of any additional spaces. And what it translates to is simply friend with a question mark. Now, who out there in the world of Generation 0 could be asking if we are friendly? Well, we have three potential interested parties: Phoenix, the Soviets, and one more that we'll discuss at the end here. But for our first potential with Phoenix could be asking if we are friendly for two purposes. The first of which is that we are currently fighting against the Soviets, and Phoenix may be looking to ally themselves with the only people to foil him so far. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, so to speak. This would be a huge change of pace for Phoenix to fully admit defeat to something, so I think this is very unlikely, but it's still a potential outcome of this scenario. If we do ally ourselves fully with Phoenix, we could see a bunch of community requests, from pet machines to our own custom robo-dog, as well as bringing the whole plot of Generation 0 to a conclusion, though an admittedly underwhelming one. We all became friends. The end. It's just not what I see happening in the future of GZ, at least for what I'd like to see. But the second and kinda more likely scenario is that Phoenix may need help with hacking the Soviet machines, which, as of us last queuing in with Phoenix and Tatiana, was priority number one for them. Hacking the Soviet machines would completely eradicate the Soviet forces, and would even allow Phoenix to bring the conflict to Russian territory and attempt to take two countries instead of one. This would be a much more fun opportunity, but again, relies on us allying with Phoenix, and I just cannot see that happening. I think this would be a ton of fun personally. Again, it would lead us to potentially getting machine companions on the Soviet side instead, or the mega sweet Soviet exosuits. But again though, I think the chances of us siding with either of these major antagonist factions is a low possibility. So let's talk about the final group that could be friendly to us here in GZ. And that is the Iron Church. The legendary gym junkies wielding swords and kicking machine ass across Osterturing. If you haven't learned about the Iron Church so far, I have tons of content about them here in GZ that I advise you check out, from Bunker 666 to more recent discoveries. I've wanted to meet these guys for the longest time in GZ, actually like 3 years at this point, and if this is the first sign of the Iron Church being a friendly faction, then man, sign me up, give me a hunter sword, and let's just freaking go. The Iron Church is exactly what GZ needs right now to spice things up, and would lead to tons of fun opportunities, from learning more about the faction to having missions we could go on to strengthen them. This could be our major deciding point between the Iron Church and the Resistance, even if they were to come into the game fully. As this transmission is so mysterious, there's a full opportunity for the Iron Church to come to the game proper, instead of just being a group of almost mythical proportion here in Generation 0. But there are a few more individual sources this transmission could be coming from. Firstly, we have Tatiana herself. Tatiana is currently in league with Phoenix, attempting to hack the Soviets. But who knows if this is what she truly wants? Maybe in looking for a way out of the clutches of Phoenix, she has reached out to the one group strong enough to stand up to Phoenix and the Soviets at the same time. The Resistance. Or us, to be more specific. This very well could be us leading to a rescue mission for Tatiana to try to get her away from Phoenix. And the last set of individuals that could possibly be reaching out to us, more resistance fighters from across Ostertorn. We still have the mountains region to look at in GZ, and if this is a transmission from the military areas of the mountains region to see if there are friendly forces around to aid them, then we could see us pushing into the mountains region, allying with said forces, and gaining a strong foothold on the island of Ostertorn. With so many military installations from Muscadin to the huge industrial military zone just across from it, the mountains region is a strong militaristic point for us to gain, and would be massive for the fight against Phoenix when it comes to arming the resistance. From a simple transmission, we have so much possibility in GZ. It's been a really slow year for this game, so we need something big to happen to breathe some new life into the game. And who knows, man, this could be the first sign of us coming up to something huge this year. We know that so far the roadmap is being delayed due to the team figuring out how to approach the rest of this year, but whatever they have in store for us is some of the best stuff they've made for GZ so far, which is promising for what the rest of this year will hold on to. So now that the theories are out on the board, are there any that you think are the most promising? From siding with Phoenix to siding with the Soviets, finding the Iron Church, saving Tatiana, or allying with more resistance fighters. What do you think will be in store for GZ's future? Let me know in the comments down below. But for now, thank you for watching this video. We have a dev letter dropping tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.